Then we have ultimate analysis. It is the second analysis for coal. So coal analysis is of two types, proximate and ultimate method. In ultimate method, we determine the exact composition of the content of coal. So the important content of coal are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen. So first is determination of percentage of carbon and percentage of hydrogen in the coal. Now, whenever carbon undergoes combustion, we get carbon dioxide, and when hydrogen undergoes combustion, we will get water. So these are combustion reaction of carbon and hydrogen. Now to determine the amount of carbon and hydrogen is, we are going to take two combustion tubes. These are combustion tubes. In one tube we are going to add KOH. In the other tube we are going to add calcium chloride. The amount is already known. So known amount of KOH is added, and here known amount of calcium chloride is added. Now if the coal is having carbon and hydrogen, carbon will form carbon dioxide and hydrogen is going to form water. Now the carbon dioxide which is formed is made to absorb on KOH. The water which is formed is made to absorb on calcium chloride. Now जब इनको absorb करेंगे, the weight of KOH and calcium chloride is going to increase, and from the increase in the weight of KOH and calcium chloride, we calculate the percentage of carbon and percentage of hydrogen. So what we are doing is, these are the combustion reactions of carbon and hydrogen. We are taking two combustion tubes. Here we have added known amount of KOH. Here we have added known amount of calcium chloride. The carbon dioxide which is produced is absorbed on this KOH. The water which is produced is absorbed on calcium chloride. After the absorption, the weight of KOH and calcium chloride is going to increase, and from the increase in the weight, we are going to calculate the percentage of carbon and hydrogen. So the percentage of carbon is increase in weight of KOH divided by total coal into 32 divided by 12. 32 is oxygen and 12 is carbon, into 100 because we are calculating percentage. So by this equation we can calculate the percentage of carbon. Similarly, we calculate the percentage of hydrogen, that is increase in weight of calcium chloride divided by total coal into 16 divided by 2. Why we are taking 16? Because it is half oxygen and 2 is hydrogen, into 100. So this will give the percentage of hydrogen. Carbon is required in the fuels. It is associated with calorific value. Hydrogen is not required because it is associated with moisture. Now, the second thing which we determine by ultimate analysis is determination of percentage of nitrogen. Now the percentage of nitrogen is determined by Zieldal's method. According to this method, the coal which is having nitrogen is treated with sulfuric acid in the presence of potassium sulfate plus mercurous sulfate. These two are going to act as catalyst. So coal which is having nitrogen is treated with sulfuric acid in the presence of these two, and we get ammonium sulfate. Now this ammonium sulfate is treated with excess of NaOH. When it is treated with excess of NaOH, the products are Na2SO4 plus ammonia is evolved and we get water. Now this ammonia which is evolved is absorbed on known weight or known volume of acid. And from that we calculate the percentage of nitrogen. So coal plus sulfuric acid, in the presence of these two catalysts we get ammonium sulfate, which is treated with excess of NaOH. Ammonia gas is evolved, which is a major product. इस गैस को हम एक known volume of acid पे absorb कराते हैं. Now part of this acid is used up in the absorption of ammonia. Now the amount of acid which is unused can be determined by titrating it against NaOH. So this is the whole process, and from this we calculate the percentage of nitrogen. So percentage of nitrogen is given by volume of acid used for absorption of ammonia divided by total coal into normality of acid into 1.4. Now this is the equation. This 1.4 is a constant which has come after a derivation. So we are not going to do that derivation. We have to know only the formula to determine the percentage of nitrogen. So this is how we are going to determine the percentage of nitrogen in the coal. Now nitrogen is non-combustible. जब भी burning होती है, nitrogen burn नहीं करता है, it is non-combustible, so it is not required in the fuel. Now the third component which we determine by ultimate method is determination of percentage of sulfur. For determining sulfur, the coal which is having sulfur is treated with fuming HNO3. Fuming concentrated होता है, dilute होता है. Fuming means इस nitric acid में extra NO2 present है. So it is known as fuming. So when this reaction takes place, we get H2SO4. Now this H2SO4 is then treated with barium chloride and we get barium sulfate plus HCl. This is white precipitate of barium sulfate. So sulfuric acid, when it is treated with barium chloride, we get white precipitate from barium sulfate. Sometimes in place of barium chloride, we can also use barium nitrate. Now, the amount of barium sulfate which is formed, from that we calculate the percentage of sulfur. So the percentage of sulfur is given by weight of barium sulfate divided by total coal into 32 divided by 233. 32 is sulfur, molecular mass of sulfur, and 233 is molecular mass of barium sulfate into 100, because we are calculating percentage. So by this formula we can calculate the amount of or the percentage of sulfur which is present in the coal. Again, sulfur is associated with SO2 or SO3, and SO2 and SO3 they are acidic gases, so they are not required in the fuel. And the last thing which we determine is determination of percentage of oxygen. Now the percentage of oxygen is determined by 100 minus percentage, before that, before determining percentage of oxygen, we determine the amount or the percentage of ash. Now ash is determined in the same way as we have determined ash in proximate method. कोल को 30 minutes के लिए हीट करते हैं at a temperature of 700, और एक बार हीट नहीं करते, बार बार हीट करते हैं, so that we get a constant weight. From that we calculate the percentage of ash. And the fifth one was determination of percentage of oxygen. So oxygen is determined by 100 minus percentage of carbon plus hydrogen plus nitrogen plus ash. So this is the ultimate analysis of coal. The first thing which we determine is carbon and hydrogen. Carbon is required, hydrogen is not required. The second is determination of nitrogen by Zieldal's method. Again, it is non-combustible, so it is not required in the fuel. Next is determination of sulfur. Sulfur is associated with acidic gases, so again it is not required. Ash is unburnt or it is useless, so again it is not required in the fuel. Then determination of oxygen, percentage of oxygen. Now combustion takes place in the presence of oxygen, but oxygen in the fuel is not required.